what's poppin', squad? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another reaction video. All right, so this reaction video is a little bit, well, it's kind of sad. This one is a video about YouTuber Rich Lux. A lot of you guys probably know him. He has a huge platform. And for those that don't know, you'll get to know him here. But he was recently robbed from his home. People just, he was out of town in Las Vegas, and some creep just broke into his house and stole $30,000 bags. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was intriguing. So I just kind of wanted to react to the video and give my thoughts on it. And so let's just jump into it. Now, for those that are nervous about like me using this content, I hit up Rich Lux and I asked him for permission, and he allowed me to react and play his content. So we should be good there. Rich, we're good. All right, so let's play the video.
All right, guys. So yeah, so I got robbed.
Wow. So look, you can see, so this is like the inside of his house, and there's somebody just like in his house.
I have a police report. I'm gonna show you the video of the person. Here we go. So I was on a flight from Vegas to Houston. I'm on the flight and I see like notifications pop up about camera offline. So I have like multiple cameras in the house. So
why is the guy walking like that? That's weird. Why is he walking like that? Is it like, does he have something in his hand?
I look at the cameras
in his pocket.
I see someone like walking around. I can't make phone calls, so I'm gonna start messaging friends because I'm connected to the internet that I paid for on the flight, and I'm like, hey, can you call the building, let them know someone, or whatever. So police came. Police said there was no sign of forced entry. Checked the locks on like the balconies; they were closed, or they're.
That is kind of scary. That's creepy to just have somebody just walk in your house. Like, ugh, I don't think I would even feel safe.
Locked up. I haven't read the full police report yet. I just feel like, okay, I know one that, okay, good, you have your health, but I just feel like what was taken. When I got here, I couldn't wait to get inside to see what was, what they took. So what was taken for sure that I know of as of right now was a red Louis Vuitton Supreme bag and a blue runway Virgil mesh, whatever. And so if you know anything about those bags, those are very specific bags. Of course, someone can say that like, oh, well, they're bright red and bright blue, so of course someone would just take them. Or was it like specifically coming in for that? Because they're walking in, there's like so much stuff you could take.
Yeah, see, that is interesting because Rich Lux got a coin, okay? So he's got designer stuff like everywhere. That's just his aesthetic. He's just fabulous like that. So to take those bags specifically, you knew about those bags. You know the value of those bags. So I'm going to show you guys really quick what those bags look like. And if you know anything about this designer, that's very expensive. Now, this is one of his assistants. So, I think he says these are like $30,000 worth of bags. Like, that's crazy. So they took these two bags.
I mean, there was like literally this like right here sitting there, and there was like trunks and stuff, and there's like other trunks. There's other trunks in the closet that easily could have been taken, but most of the time people know would take like the brown with the LVs, and then to take the blue mesh or the red, like this is very specific. So I kind of felt like, was this a personal attack? There's like fingerprints on the little on the camera, so we can get it. I don't know if I can get it dusted.
I definitely feel like this is a personal attack. I mean, honestly, I hate to say this, but from the video I could see it looked like a black guy, and I hate to be the one to be like, oh, it was a black guy, but I'm just saying. Now, not for nothing, Rich has a lot of black people around him. Contrary to the controversy that he's been in, a lot of his team members around him, he's got like 3 or 4 assistants or something like that. A lot of them are black. Not saying that they set him up. However, it looks. I don't know exactly where he lives, but from the landscaping around, it looks like he lives in some type of high rise or literally on the top floor of some sort of like condo or apartment or something like that. So for me, I mean, I'm sure with his aesthetic and his lifestyle, there's levels to, getting up into his building and his apartment. Now I'm hearing through just watching different videos and on other channels, this is the second time that he has been robbed. Now a lot of people are feeling like Rich Lux is staging this. A lot of people don't think that this is serious, and a lot of people just don't feel bad because Rich Lux has been in a lot of controversy. People think that he's whatever you think about him, you think he's like a Jeffree Star mean, you think he hates black people. There's a lot of things that go around him. So a lot of people are just kind of like, you're just doing this for clicks and views. However, I personally don't feel like this man is doing it for clicks and views. I don't feel like he staged this. I really feel like somebody broke into his house. And I feel like he was set up, and it was somebody close to him that set him up to do so. And I felt like they knew that he was going to be out of town and did it. Now, to me, I feel like he should have security. And I feel like I would sue the building, wherever this apartment is, I would sue them because it's like, how is someone able to get in here? And to me, I feel like the only way that you can get into the apartment is the front door. Now, I don't know what apartment he lives in, but I know that typically these kind of modern style apartments, they don't even have keys anymore. They have like this, like it's some of it is like a press pad code, or sometimes they have like these like little, it's not a key, but it's like a magnet that you like put onto the door, and it's specifically designed for that space. You know what I mean? So for a person to be able to get in there, to me, I feel like there was some assistance. And I think it's interesting, and I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Rich Lux, but I think sometimes he might make himself an easy target because he is very flashy on Instagram and on his social media. So it's not really hard to tell. It's not really hard to know when Rich is in town or out of town. You know what I'm saying? And so if you want to schedule something, I feel like it's not that hard to do so. However, I do feel like he had to have help from the inside. Now, do I think that it was the person who actually broke in was someone he knew? I don't know if it was necessarily someone he knew, but it may be someone that has been to the house before. But I definitely feel like someone close to him was working with someone else to guide them into which way to go and what to take, because it was very specific of what they took. So it was somebody around that knew about this conversation of these 2 bags, and someone that has been in his room to know exactly where these bags were. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to think about when he got this bag, who did he have around while he had this bag, and what kind of conversations was he having around this bag? And he needs to really check his whole team from top to bottom, check the security, check everybody. But really, you got to start with the people close to you, because this was orchestrated from the inside out, from my opinion. We'll listen to a little bit more, and then we'll keep going.
Or whatever to check. If it can't find out who took it, I just find it very interesting that, like, was somebody watching me? Was somebody watching my Instagram stories and know that I was out of town, so come do it? Or,
well, like I said before, they wouldn't have to watch you if someone was actually telling them your schedule. That's what I feel like happened. Somebody knew, and this was already pre-planned. This was completely premeditated. This wasn't like, all right, he's out of town, let's go break in now. No, this was a planned break in for months. So you got to think about who had your schedule and who runs your schedule.
And then the person in the video, if you look at the video, they're like limping around. So it's like, did they hurt themselves or did they have something in their pocket, like a weapon? And so that.
Yeah, I thought about that too, but then I also thought about maybe they didn't want to have a distinct walk. I feel like they knew that there could have been potential of cameras in there. That's why they were all covered up. You don't just get like, my thing is this. There's no other cameras in the building, nowhere. How do you just get up to the top floor of a building looking like you're about to rob it? You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like a robber. Like, how did you get past security? How did you get through the elevator? I know in certain buildings, like especially the expensive ones, you got to have levels to get to these different spaces within the building. Like, you got to have a special key just to get to the top floor. So something is not right about this. Something is not all the way right. And then how did that man get up there and then get out and no one's seen anything? There's no security anywhere. There's no cameras. There's nothing.
I don't know. I'm so upset. And I got off the plane. I was like literally in tears. I was so upset. I was like crying. But then I know, like, okay, just take the L. You know, I mean, isn't that what you said? What did you say earlier?
Yeah, he looks over it. He looks over it. I feel like he got taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel bad for him. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, he works hard for what he does. And you know, yeah, who cares? And my thing is this, you should be able to showboat a little bit. You know, you can't, you know, and if he wants to showboat, who cares? Let him do it. However, you know, people will try to take advantage of you. So you got to be careful about your circle. But I do kind of feel bad for him. A lot of people don't. But I do, because I think that, you know, no one deserves to be robbed. And outside of that, that's a very uncomfortable feeling, because outside of getting your shit stolen, you got to feel comfortable about going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a person could just get in my house once, they can get in twice.
Something like just take the L, like you didn't take free, or put other stuff on the way out, you know? But you just took the bags, those two.
Yeah, so those specific bags are the ones that got taken. Um, so yeah, Chad, I really don't know. However, I will say, he is offering up a $5,000 reward for anybody that can help him find or replace those bags. So if you guys know anything about it, contact him. He is offering up a $5,000 reward. So that's coins on the floor if you guys know who got those bags. Now that, you know, now no shade, those bags is like 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you know somebody that got it, yeah, you can really get some real money on it. However, I feel like those bags like that, don't they have like tracking numbers or some insurance or something? Like, you know, luxury stuff be having all kind of stuff that, you know, you can't just go resell or pawn that, but maybe you can, like, you can go sell it online for some cheap price, but you should be able to like find that stuff. But yeah, so my thoughts on it is, I think that Rich needs to look on the inside. I feel bad for him, and I think that people need to just leave the man alone. Okay. Don't kick the man while he's down. A lot of people were really triggered by him saying, don't send me any cash apps. Don't feel bad for me. I know it's just like some rich guy. That let me let y'all hear it, because a lot of people didn't like this. A lot of people didn't like this part. Let me see.
I don't know. I mean, I would think.
I think one
Watching this video, who also who also have been robbed or got their stuff stolen, so you know what I'm going through. But man, just
He's over it, child. I feel you.
damn it, man. And then it's like, was it a planned attack? Is this something?
Yes, it was a planned attack, girl. They got you.
You know?
just morals.
Like that.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to get to the point where he was saying, where the people were really, really triggered.
wrong, let me know. Am I wrong?
Like to be upset, very mad.
Las Vegas was open. So
Notification.
if I was here by the door, just
Or don't.
anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. That was freaking going on. Do not feel sorry for me. Do not feel bad for me. No, this is no woe is me type
Oh, this is the part. This is the part.
situation or anything like that. Do not want y'all to feel bad for me. Do not start GoFundMe pages. Do not send money to my PayPal. Do not, whatever. Do not Zelle, Cash App. Do not do any of that. By all means, I am so blessed financially, mentally, spiritually. I'm all that, right? This is not a cry for help for money. Like, I'm totally good. I don't need that. I don't need your money. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You know, oh, there's a rich asshole crying about being broken into. I get it. Whatever.
So that got people like, why did you have to mention being rich? Well, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being rich. His name is Rich Lux. For that, of course, he's rich. I mean, Joey got about. I met him. Well, we were at the same party. The nigga got like 2 or 3 assistants. You gotta have some coins. You got $1,000 bags. The nigga's rich. You don't let that trigger you. Just work harder. You know what I'm saying? I like rich people. They're entertaining to me. However, I get what he's saying. I understand actually what he's saying. Like, you know, people are not going to care about him, but it doesn't matter. Just because you're rich, it doesn't mean that, you know, people, even if people have money, guys, listen, they're still human beings, right? So you got to show some sympathy and compassion, you know, and he probably worked hard for them bags, and them bags were probably hard to get. And the fact that it's not even a fact about the bags, it's the fact that his privacy was breached. You know what I mean? And, you know, it could potentially be some people around him that he trusts that broke his privacy and his trust. So you feel bad, rich or poor, you know what I mean? You don't want to be robbed. So a lot of people felt some type of way by him saying that statement. He could have probably kept it. I mean, you know, sometimes when you are a little bit more off than others, you kind of can't say certain things like that just because it does trigger people differently. So I probably wouldn't have said that, but he's just in his feelings right now. But we're wishing Rich Lux the best. I hope he figures out what happened with it. And again, he is giving out $5,000 to anyone that can help him figure out where that bag is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, give me your honest opinion. I want you guys' honest feedback. And until next time, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.